Strategies may change over time. We don't know. You know, if fuel prices really come down, if we go more green, less fuel being used, I'm sure that Shell are still into other forms of fuel these days. Energy, yeah. In order to exploit global business opportunities, organizations often form strategic alliances, joint ventures among international organizations to pool complementary assets to achieve synergy. Here's another word that you will learn in this particular course if you don't know already. Synergy. To cut the, I usually ask students to do this, but I'll tell you what I believe synergy is. 1 + 1 is greater than 2. 1 + 1 is greater than 2. The sum of the parts is, the sum of the whole is greater than the parts. You have a certain output, you have a certain output. One output, whatever that is. Individually, you're working great. Yeah, you can get 2 out of it by looking at it individually. Join those 2 people up together, and the output can be more than 2. Because you can work together, this is called synergy. That the sum, the whole is worth more than the sum of the parts. The whole is worth more than the sum of the parts. So those alliances that you have, the international alliances that you can have, can create synergistic effects, which can be of enormous value to your organisation, to both organisations. The Qantas and Emirates alliance, I think, is going to be one of those. I genuinely believe that that is going to be a benefit to Qantas and a benefit to Emirates. In different ways than they probably thought of, but it's going to be a win-win situation. A win-win situation. You can get product or production technology. You can get market access. And the Qantas Emirates alliance is about market access. You know, Australia is pretty good on long flights to various parts of the world, but you've already got a European network that's set up by Emirates, which I don't know how many places in Europe that you can actually go to, but that is of enormous benefit. If Emirates have actually got an existing network set up, I know in France, for example, you've got 3 places that you can go to in France: Paris, Nice, Lyon. Those 3 places alone in France. Qantas, I think, went to Paris. In Spain, you've got Barcelona, you've got Madrid. You know, Qantas never went there. Germany, they dropped Qantas dropped the Frankfurt route quite some time ago. So what you had to do with Qantas, if you wanted to go to Europe, is to go through London, effectively. And if anybody's gone through Heathrow in the last couple of years, they'll know that there's one place you want to stay away from. It's not the best of the airports in the world. Am I right? So, again, this is going to be a win-win situation for both Qantas and Emirates. The production capability and the pooling of capital, it means that you can do things in a different way. You may not have all the resources to do things as an individual company, but with an alliance with somebody else, you may have enough to do it.
Also, you can share the risk in this case.
And you can share the risk. You also share the risk. So here's 10 barriers to implementing a business strategy. Because it's getting too late for that, I'm going to ask you to read it. But effectively, there are some of the barriers to implementing a business strategy. There are some of the difficulties in implementing the operation strategy at the lower level. The failure of suppliers to deliver on time. There's a great story about the background of Hewlett-Packard in that they used to do everything themselves, and then little by little they outsource and outsource and outsource and outsource. But all you need is one supplier not to deliver on time. Boeing yes, it is Boeing. Boeing have actually realized this now. A lot of their planes are being outsourced, or parts of their planes are being outsourced. I know the 380, parts of the 380 is actually being produced in Al Ain. You aware of that? Again, what you have to do is you have to maintain the quality assurance on your contractors. The problems that you do get sometimes is if there's contractors subcontract out to somebody else, and then you may not have that particular quality assurance that your organisation needs. So you need to be aware of all of these factors. The errors in estimating time, the facilities experiencing bottlenecks, customers changing orders. You know, one of the great challenges at the moment, and I would not want to be an operations manager for Boeing at the moment, with the 787. Who knows how much demand is going to be for Dreamliners, the Dreamliner 787, one that's been grounded for the last month. Who knows what that's going to be in 2014? This is millions and millions of dollars worth of orders throughout the world. How much would you make? How much would you forecast that you're going to make when an aircraft has been grounded for a month because of battery fires? Remember the 4 Ps in operations and marketing: product, pricing, promotion, and place of distribution. An operations strategy is directly influenced by all these 4 elements, all 4. As part of operations management, you have to get yourself involved with all of these. This is the operations strategy and services. Just refer back to slides 21 to 27. And the summary. Operations effectiveness is the ability to perform similar operations activities better than your competitors. Swim faster than the shark. Swim faster than your body. To be successful requires the appropriate mix of organizational, business, and operational strategies. Nothing is standard. It must be a combination of those 3 strategies. An effective overall competitive strategy needs to be adopted. What are you competitive in? And this applies to private and public organizations alike. The Abu Dhabi government, for example, set itself a target in 2008 to be one of the leading global governments within 5 years. And that was stated. That was a mission that they had. They were going to be one of the top top government organizations in the world. And they set a time period too. This is not just an assignment question, but it was a possible assignment question. What combination of organizational, business and operational strategies might the Abu Dhabi government use in order to achieve its objectives of being one of the leading global governments within 5 years? If you think about it, take out Abu Dhabi government and put in your own organization and have a think about that. That's all I want to cover today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
But please have a think about this particular one and how your organization can be in the Abu Dhabi government. Thanks guys, see you next week.